Welcome to this tutorial. My name is Ronnie and I will be showing you guys how to create a WordPress plugin from scratch. Okay, now we are going to create a simple plugin that checks the uniqueness of an article. Okay, if you put an article, let's say you have an original article and you put it there, and you have your other article, your parent article, it checks and tells you the uniqueness of that article before you post it into your blog. Okay, now WordPress plugin development is just basically PHP, JavaScript, and jQuery. That's most of the files that you'll find WordPress plugin created in. Now, I'm just going to I'm not going to cover a lot of stuff. I'm not going to do any other kind of technical stuff like localization, which is actually something that people should do as far as this things is concerned. But for the sake of time and I don't want to bore you guys. I just want to jump straight in and show you how to do this. Okay. Now, in front of me here on the screen is this block of codes. This is called the header file, the header text, or the header file, or the header, whatever, of the plugin. Now, this phrase enough, the plugin name is just enough for your plugin to show in WordPress. So, if you can see here, the WordPress Dupcap is the name of this plugin. WordPress Dupcap. It appears right there. But then again, this plugin doesn't do anything because it's just basically an empty file, if you know what I'm talking about. So it doesn't do anything at all. So let's make our plugin do something, okay? Now, we want our plugin to have an original article. So I'll just comment this off. Original article. We also we want to take in a spawn article, and then we want our plugin to have an admin page and an admin tab. We also have our plugin to register settings in the for storing of information, register settings. We also want I think that's basically what we want our article to do, stuff to do. Okay, so we also wanted to calculate. That'll be in the admin page. We wanted to calculate. I won't put that right now. Let's just go ahead and create an admin tab first of all. All right. So to do that, we're going to create a function. And we're going to say function. WP. I'm gonna call this function WP Dupcap. If you're a newbie, don't be afraid. Just copy the codes and follow what I'm doing, and you'll be all set after some time. WP Dupcap tab, and I'll say this, that, and I'll come down here and say add options page, and I'll close that, and I say put this to text 2 parameters, actually 5, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the first thing, I'll just name it WP Dupcap or something. Then this one I'll say WP. This is what is. You'll just eventually see what I'm talking about. Dupcap, and then here you write manage options. Who is responsible for editing stuff? There is the administrator, which is the manage options. And the next thing is that I'll just write WP Dupcap, and this one is the page name, so I'll call this page WP Dupcap page. Okay, I say down here add action, and the add action basically takes 2 parameters. For this case, for the sake of time, text 4, but we're gonna say admin menu, which is a hook that is called when the admin page loads, and we're gonna call this. I'm gonna copy that. I'm gonna paste it. So let's see if it, yeah. So let's save this page and see what happens. So let's refresh our page. Let's activate our plugin. It says down up here. Plugin activated. Go to settings and guess what? Look at that. WP Dupe Cup appears at the settings page. And when you click it, nothing happens. So when you visit the page, it gives you an error because the page is not found. What the plugin does basically is call this page right here, WP Dupe Cup page, but it's not found. As you can see, WP Dupe Cup is the page name. WP Dupe Cup. It's not found, so it gives you an error. So let's go ahead and create this page right here. All right. So we're gonna create an admin page here, and we're gonna say function WP Dupe Cup page, and we're gonna say now we're gonna call something called a function called OB start, and we're gonna close it like that. We're gonna close PHP. We're gonna end PHP there for a while. Now OB start is a function that is used when you want to start writing HTML. Okay, so we can use single quotations, but that's just too, we don't be professional here. So let's go ahead and create our settings page. We're gonna say, first of all, we're gonna start by creating a div tag and wrap it in a class of put in a class of wrap. That's by default. That's what WordPress takes, so it should all be like that. And then let's create a form. Let's close this form before we forget. That's what I usually do. And let's close the div tag before we also forget. So no, we don't close the form here. So form action equals to options .php, and the method equals to post. This is default. Also, div class of wrap and form, this is default. Okay, now let's create our header page to begin. Now let's say I'm gonna put it in h1 tag and say WordPress Dupe Cup settings, and I'll close it h1, and let's save it and see what we have. Okay, sorry, there's an error somewhere. Line 47. Oh, you know what? Let's just create first of all this whole page, and then actually let me just go ahead and open the PHP back again here. So this is where we start the PHP again. Say that and say PHP, and then we're gonna have to echo ob get clean. That's how it is supposed to be. So let's save it. It should be working right now. So you see WordPress Dupe Cup. Now this is an HTML page where we can put our settings. Now before we proceed further, let's create a register settings, because we're gonna have to put, like for example this. Let me just take one example of Facebook. This one. Now when somebody enters something like in here, a user enters something here and clicks on update options, and it says settings saved. This means the settings have been saved in the options.php file in WordPress. So we're gonna have to create a connection between our plugin or our settings page to the options.php page. So to do that, we're gonna have to register settings. Now let's register settings, and we're gonna call a function. We're gonna say WordPress what do we call this? WP Dupe Cup function. WP Dupe Cup. Just want to be simple here. Dupe Cup setting, and we're gonna say register setting text to parameters. Okay, that, and it says we're gonna say register settings. We're gonna say WordPress. Okay, WP dupe cup dupe cup. I like calling it group. It takes the group name and the name of the settings. Okay, so say WP setting WP dupe cup settings, and the hook to be called here is add the hook name. The hook is admin init initialization. That to mean initialization, and we're gonna call this function here. And let's call this function again. Make sure you put it. Make sure you are stick to the rules. Okay, and we end it right there. And okay, so from there we can continue with our HTML form. And we're gonna skip another time. We're gonna create a paragraph, a very clean paragraph, and let's close the paragraph before we forget again. And we're gonna say we're gonna put this in H3 or something. Let's say paste your original article here, say H3, and below that let's create a text area where our user is going to enter. So let's save it and see what we have so far. So paste your original article here. So let's create a page where they're gonna text area, they're gonna paste the article. So text area name equals to, okay, the name should be the name, should also resemble the settings, because that's where the the text is stored. So let's resemble the text there, and then we put this, and we'll say original. That's the name of the article with a unique name, original. Right, it is stored in the settings of the options of PHP with a unique name called original in our settings field actually. And then we create a value. So now let's first of all close our text area and let's open PHP. So this is the output. Now we're going to say echo. Now this is the input, the text area is stored there, and this is the output. Okay, so did we create the global variable yet? Alright, now instead of calling this, you see, to get this article that are the users handed, we're gonna say get option. We're gonna use a keyword called get option, and then we're gonna refer to the settings. So instead of doing that all the time, we just have to like create a global variable for this, just for the sake of saving resources. So you're gonna say the global variable. We're gonna call one here and we say WP dupe cup options. And you're gonna say equals to get option, and then that's it. WP settings. So this should be the same as this and this. That's awesome. That's what it's supposed to be like. Now to echo this, we're gonna echo this. We're gonna output the input that the user entered. Okay, so options, WP dupe cup options, and with the unique name of original. Sorry about that. Original. I'm gonna close that. Let's end PHP here, and let's end our text area and text area. I forgot to do something. I forgot to put a colon there, and I forgot to do something also somewhere, because I see something strange. Let's see, value equals to, oh yeah, I forgot to put that value stuff away. Something is missing. Hold on. Okay, I forgot to put this there. There you go. So okay, let's save it and see. It's gonna be a little bit of a box, but it's fine. So let's increase the size of this. We're gonna say name is that. We're gonna say rows equals to 20 or something. Let's put 20. 20 and columns equals to something like 100. Let's see that. That should be fine for us. Wow, that's better. That's awesome. Now let's copy the same thing, and this time around for our spawn article or rewritten article. For your rewrite, say rewritten. I don't know if that's correct, but I'll call this one, I'll give it a unique name of rewrite, and I'll call it here. If I'm moving too fast, just bear with me. Just ask me any question of where you don't understand, and I'll be happy to assist you. If I click on save and refresh, we have two boxes. So enter your original article that you want to compare, and enter your spawn article. Now there's something that I should have mentioned here that you have to refer, because you've called this WP dupe cup options here. You need to call it inside the function. You need to label it as global in here so that it get accessible by other inside the function. WP dupe cup options. Okay. And I also need to call in the group. I also need to call in the group name so that WordPress can save it, because you wanna know why? Let me show you an example. So let's create an input and submit form. Let's say input type equals to submit value value equal to let's say compare spawn articles, compare articles or something. And it should be the name or the value is fine. Something like that. And let's click on save and let's see what happens so that you know what I'm talking about. Okay, hold on. Let me create a paragraph there. And another, let me end the paragraph. Let me give this a class of button primary, and let's see, we have our blue stuff. So if I click on settings, look where I'm taken to. I don't see it. I'm taken to the settings page of options.php. Instead of saving the settings, I'm taken to the page itself. So to solve this, I need to call the group. So to do that, we need to set the fields. So you're going to say PHP settings fields. Is it field setting or settings fields? I think it's field settings. Settings fields. And then we're gonna put that. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna call this group right here. I'm gonna say copy. You're gonna paste it there. I'm gonna save it, and when I refresh it again, I get an error. Line 33. Hold on. Something is not right here. I didn't end the PHP there. Sorry. So if I refresh it again, I don't get an error. I get a, and go back to dupcop and click on compare spawn articles. Guess what happens? I see settings saved, and that's awesome. I love that. Anyway, let's try to enter some text here and see if we're really saving, if they're really stored. There you go. They don't disappear. You see, they still remain. Even if I click on save or I refresh the page, they still remain there. That means they are stored in the WordPress database, and that's awesome. So we've pretty much completed the settings and everything as far as the plugin is concerned. But does it do our main purpose, and that is to compare the articles? No. So that is our next step. So to do that, let's create a box here that displays the percentage difference. Okay, actually, let's first of all the original article here, let's hold it in a variable called original, and original equals to what they enter. So original article equals to this one here. So the whole of this is original article. So let's copy it and paste it there. And our spawn article, we're gonna hold it in a variable called rewritten equals to, and we're gonna same thing, but this time we're gonna call it rewrite, just like that, right there, rewrite. So this should be the same as that. Now, so to compare, let me put, let me comment that. Compare articles. We're going to use a keyword called in PHP called similar text. So we're going to say WP dupe cup function or something equals to similar underscore text, and it holds 3 variables. That's the original text, original. The next one is the spawn, is the WP dupe. Oh, what's that? Sorry, it's the spawn, which is rewritten. And the third one is the result. We're going to name it holding the result. So we've introduced a variable result here. So let's make it global, because we need to display that inside our form. So say result. Now let's create a form that submits, that really displays the result. So you're gonna say input type equals to I'm gonna call it button, class equals to button, and the value equals to PHP echo the result. And let's send that. So let's see if it's working. If it's not, then we just fix the errors. Okay, so oh, there you go, an error. Something is wrong with this. I didn't end it here like that, and we should be fine to go. There you go, 0. So if I compare an article, let's say I am let's say, hey Warriors, my name is Ronnie, I am a WordPress plugin developer, and say, hey Warriors, Warrior Forum rocks. I love the assistance that I see there. Something like that. And then we click on compare spawn articles. It's gonna save the settings and it's gonna give us the percentage comparison of 36. So that's awesome, right? You just know the 36, so you just copy and paste and boom, you have it right there. So let's pimp this thing a little bit farther and let's put percentage or something. Let's say put a full stop there, and we say put that and put percentage. There's a lot of stuff you can do with WordPress. That's a good thing, I think. And boom, there you go. So there you have it. If I compare two words like hello and hello, it's 100%. Like this similar text is this doesn't mean it's 100% unique. It means it's just, so with this one, the lower the value, the more unique your article looks. So if it's high like this is 100, it's bad. I'll be integrating a lot of stuff with this plugin, so I'll be making, I don't know, I'm trying to like see if I can make it give you some instruction here telling you which article quality is the best and stuff like that for your SEO purposes. So thank you guys. Ronnie is my name. I went ahead and pulled out my picture for those of you who were wondering how I look. Okay, I look, that's me there, and I'm in my house. I'm chilling. I was actually, I don't know what I was doing. I was eating. So thank you guys. Make sure you subscribe for my newsletters and my plugin information. Make sure you also visit my website ronniekibet.com, and you can download the I'll actually be giving you this free software when you opt in. Where's it at? It's right here. This is a software I created a while back, and I sell this software for $77, but you'll get it for free when you opt into my WordPress plugin list. So thank you guys, and I really appreciate. I hope you learned something as far as plugin development is concerned, and make sure you give it a try and just copy the codes, and you will learn as time goes by. With the errors and all that, that is highly welcomed, and you should never give up when you find something like that happening to you. Okay, so thank you again, Warriors. I love you guys. You guys are the best. I really appreciate your support. I've been reading a lot of articles in the Warrior Forum, and man, a lot of stuff is just, it's like, I love it. Some things are just so quality. Thank you guys, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you later.